Well, hello there, Gemini. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your mid-April general tarot reading. We'll take a look first at the overall energy with the oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarots for more details about any obstacles on your path and advice about how to navigate around those so that you can manifest what it is that you are wanting in your life. All right, so Gemini, let's get into it. Let's see what is on the horizon for you. Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. Okay, so Gemini, it's kind of interesting. The Hermit card, this is the Hermit energy, that Virgo energy, has been coming out quite a bit lately. And it doesn't mean, like Gemini, you're such a social butterfly, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be completely by yourself, okay? But there's this energy of allowing yourself to detach from the mindset or the energy of people around you. Because I feel as if you're being distracted in some way, okay? And you see the little bird right here, right? Sitting on her shoulder, trying to kind of like whisper in her ear. That is your spirit guides, your angels that are trying to get your attention because there's something or some idea or some person, okay, that's trying to distract you from your true path. Kind of like, I feel like there's somebody perhaps that's kind of like, and I'm not saying they're doing this maliciously, but it's almost as if they're not wanting you to truly step into your path or truly align with what your heart truly desires because it wouldn't benefit them. This is somebody, and it could be family or friend, somebody that's trying to distract you so you can't have what it is that you want to manifest for yourself. And they could be doing that by needing your help, through a crisis or an illness, or just planting seeds of doubt in your mind. And the reason I think that my guides are kind of like sticking with this is because it's something that I think intuitively that this person is doing this, and yet this is somebody that's really close to you, like a really dear friend or a family member, or maybe even a boss or a coworker, somebody that you want to trust, that your Gemini energy is wanting to trust because you are very forgiving, okay? And yet at the same time, this person does not have your best interest at heart. They may be acting as if they do, but they really and truly don't. So let's see what else we have here. Yeah, Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. This is somebody or a situation. It's time to let go of this person or this situation, or at least trying to please this person or wait. Some of you this could be somebody you're waiting on, okay? So yeah, and the happy family is kind of like popping out, but it was kind of like almost upside down, right? I feel like this is a family member, somebody that you're hoping, kind of like hoping that, yeah, we have storm warning here. You have the 5th chakra, the 7th chakra, right? I feel like this is somebody that you need to have a conversation with, but you're hoping that if you just kind of like let things be, it'll work out on its own. But it's kind of like, see how that groundhog is gnawing on that heart? It's kind of like this whole situation is gnawing on your heart, on your emotions. It's kind of like somebody is trying to guilt trip you. That's the energy, kind of like guilt tripping you into keeping yourself small and not going in a new direction, whatever it is. But we have the storm warning here because I feel like Yeah, anxiety, right? We have the angel of love trying to come in and give you the balance that you need in order to make a decision, to go through the gate and go towards what it is that you are wanting, to expand your world, right? No longer playing it safe. So this is interesting. We have the third, the fifth, and the seventh chakra coming out. I feel like, the fifth chakra is your throat chakra, being able to say to this person what you may need to say in order to stand up for yourself. The seventh chakra is your spirit guides and angels trying to, I feel like you're getting the message, and yet at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't want to believe the message, right? Like you intuitively know that this person or this situation really doesn't have your best interest at heart. And it's difficult because I think that there is a lot of love in this situation. Once again, a family member, a family tribe. It could be a group of friends, co-workers, something here. Yeah, and you're hoping things are going to turn around. I really and truly believe that you are hoping, almost like sitting here praying for some help in the situation. And here they're showing me the Three of Swords, right? This has been a very difficult situation. This is like a tower moment that may have happened years ago, okay? That really rocked your world, kind of like really brought you down to the core of who you are. This person or this situation may have kind of had you doubting your own identity of who you are, what your mission is. Yeah. Wow. Tower, 10 of Cups on the bottom. Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, the Fool card. This, we just had the eclipse earlier this week, and this could have been an epiphany. This could have been having some clarity about a person or a situation. There could have been this moment where they may have said something, right? And you're kind of like, whoa. We are not on the same page. I was kind of hoping we were on the same page, but, I never felt like I could really tell you what I needed to say. And it's kind of like, I feel like they say something or something happens or you receive some type of information, and it's kind of like, yeah, this goes right to the core of the whole situation. And it's helping you to see clearly, if nothing else, clearly what it is that you want for yourself, what your 10 of Cups is, even if it means you have to go on a new path by yourself. Because here's your present energy. See, you're hoping things are going to turn around. I think intuitively you know that there is a possibility, of gaining this happy family, having things turn around. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is divine timing. This is, ending one chapter, starting another. There's this energy. And let's clarify this. You could be even hearing from somebody, okay? Because in your obstacle, you have the Tower there. So it's like you could be even kind of hearing from somebody. Yeah, you're getting some type of message. You're getting some type of message. I think somebody is trying to come back into your world. That's kind of the energy here. So this could be even a past love. It could be, romantic. It could be a family or a friend member that you have not talked to in a long time. And it's kind of like, I feel like they're coming in. They're trying to give you some solid offer. And the thing is that I think you have allowed yourself to detach from this person, probably physically, perhaps even emotionally and mentally. You've allowed yourself to kind of walk away, right? And this could have been somebody that kind of like walked away from you a while ago. But there's something coming in, and it's kind of like, I feel like part of you is wanting this reunion with this person. There's part of you that really and truly was hoping truly hoping, wishing that this would come back together, whatever this is. So let's see what your obstacle is. Yeah, you have the courage, you have the rest and rejuvenation, right? And then you have the Tower. Epiphanies, sudden changes. And because I feel like this person is coming in very fast. And I feel like you've been doing some, resting, a healing energy here. And this person is coming in. It's going to take a lot of courage. I feel like this person knows how to play you, Gemini, okay? They know how to play you. And I'm coming back to that energy of, almost like guilt tripping you or playing on your heartstrings, whatever this is. Yeah, 3 of Swords, 2 of Wands. Yeah, they're coming in. We have the Judgment. Second chances. Wow. Yeah, for a lot of you, this could be somebody that definitely, it could be a parent. It could be, a romantic partner or a spouse. It could be a family. I feel like this is strong family energy. Somebody that, wants to allow the burdens to be dropped so that the sun can come out, right? But here's the thing. Right after that, we have the Devil. So it's kind of like allowing the light to shine on the codependency. I feel like this is a very codependent relationship, or it was, because I think for a lot of you, you're not with this person at this time. So it's a very codependent relationship. And I think you've done a lot of healing on that. So it's kind of like shining your light, right? Allowing yourself to see that you don't want to return. There's something that your heart is tugging at right here, right? This is somebody that meant a lot to you, but I feel like they broke your heart. We've had the 3 of Swords twice, right? You either had to go you were forced to move in a different direction, or they decided to go in a different direction and left you behind. So there's this situation where this person did what they wanted to do and left you out to dry, right? And you've had to do a lot of healing. I think you've done a lot of healing on this situation. But I feel like they're coming back around. We are in a retrograde. We had just, we're in Mercury retrograde. We just had the eclipse. We'll see the effects of the eclipse still, that solar eclipse. We'll see that for at least another couple of weeks or so. So I feel like this person is wanting, to come in. They are, I just have to say, I feel like they're tugging at your heartstrings. They have something that they may say to you in order to allow themselves back into your life. And it's your loving heart. It is truly your loving heart that if you allow them back in, that is the reason why, right? This could be, it could be a family member that maybe has, come across hard times, okay, financially, or may have some type of illness, wanting your help to overcome some type of illness or something. And I feel like there's part of you that doesn't want to say no to them, even though I feel like this person really and truly hurt you. So let's take a look at your advice here. Yeah, I feel like it's coming in fast and furious. Okay, you have that 8 of Wands, communication. This person could be even traveling from a distance to come see you. And the thing is that we have the storm warning, right? Like, intuitively that this is probably not going to end the way that you, in your fairy tale dream of how this may end, it's not going to end that way. But here's the thing. I think, Gemini, you have free will. I think for some of you, you are going to give this another try. And I know in the comments, a lot of you are going to say, no, never. But this person knows how to play your heart. You see how that groundhog is like gnawing on the heartstrings, right? It's kind of like this person, they know they're just under your skin, Gemini. This is somebody that you may have tried to do energy cord cutting with. This could be a twin flame. This is somebody where you're just kind of like, I can't say no to this person for one reason or another, right? And it's kind of like, but you know that it's probably not going to be the sunny, happy days that you are hoping it is. And the reason is because either this person could have some type of an addiction of some sort, always fall back into the pattern of third parties or be codependent. It's kind of like you always overgive to this person or this situation. Now we have taking steps because I feel like there's a part of you, Gemini, here's the thing. I think part of you wants to give this another try because you've gotten to the point on your healing journey where you're like, okay, I can defend myself with this person, right? I can use my words and explain myself and not to explain why you're doing things, right? But you can speak up for yourself. That's what the energy is. And yet I feel like you think that that's what you didn't have before. Like you could not speak up when you were dealing with this person in the past. And they come back around and maybe you can speak up for yourself this time. Maybe you do have the energy of finding your words and being able to communicate to this person, right? And yet at the same time, I think that you may need to go through that step, even though it may not end the way that you wanted to. But for some of you, you know that this is the only way you can close this out. Once again, this could be somebody that you really have tried energy cord cutting or any of that, and it does not have to be romantic. Sometimes we have a hard time cutting those cords with family, okay? Especially if it's like an ex, right? And you have children with that ex. You have some type of connection with this person. So it's like almost impossible for you to completely walk away from this person. So, or it could be a family member. It could be a sibling, right? Or it could be a parent. It could be anybody. But there's still other people in your life that you're connected to that are also connected to this person, right? So I feel like there's almost this energy where I have to give this another try because you know that you've been on your healing journey long enough that you think you can stand up for yourself, use your words, express your feelings, your emotions with this person. But I think part of you also hopes that this person has also done some healing so that the two of you can maybe reconnect in some way. So let's see what this is. Yeah, we have a Hierophant. For some of you, there is actually a reunion. For some of you, there really is. I was not expecting that, I'll have to admit, because the taking steps I was initially reading kind of like that you're taking the steps to finish the journey of walking away. But I think for some of you, you are at a crossroads. You have a crossroads, right, card. The Two of Swords. It's kind of like, am I going to walk away or am I going to give this another try? Like a really another try. And I think for some of you, you are giving it another try. You have the Hierophant. You have the Six of Wands and you have the Star card. Being able to, I think you're gaining a different perspective. This is definitely somebody you haven't seen in a while or communicated with in a while. You've done a lot of healing. And part of the situation here is that you're going back into it, but you're not going back into it in the same way. You have professional assistance. Yeah, you have family here. I think for some of you, it's kind of like we can get together again, but only if we go to counseling, or we seek out some type of guidance, right? This could be even the situation where you're kind of like, I'm like, maybe it's somebody that you really have had a falling out with and you're like, I'm not meeting you one-on-one. Like you want to have somebody else there, like, you know, somebody, a mediator. And it could be a family member or a friend or something, but you're kind of like, yeah, I want somebody else there. Because there is a little bit of energy of hesitation on your part. You're hesitating. You're going back and forth. You're not really sure. But we have the healing light, you know, the 10 of Cups. Taking action. Moving in the direction that your heart and your intuition are helping to guide you to go towards. And for some of you, I think you are willing to have another go with this person. And for others of you, I think it all comes down to that meeting. In other words, I'm going to say, if you're resonating with this and there is a person involved in this situation and you're kind of resonating that it's works for that relationship, I think you are going to meet that person, okay? Either face to face or, you know, at least on the phone. It's not just text or emails or anything like that. It's kind of like, no, I want to have a conversation with that person in order to express your emotions about what has happened and how you would be willing to go forward if you are. And from that, when you have that conversation with that person, the key here is to really tune into your intuition. Don't allow what they're saying, the words that they're saying, don't allow that to be the only thing you're listening to, right? Because when we use our intuition, we tap into the energy of that person and the tone of how they are saying those words, right? The expression on their face. You know this person well enough that you can read their vibe as far as whether or not they are truly wanting to heal this situation or not. I think for a lot of you, you're going to hear perhaps what it is that you want to hear. It's your intuition that lets you read between the lines about whether or not this person is really meant to be back into your life. And that is why the solitude card is here. It's kind of like not allowing, I feel like there's something here about listening to what this person may have to say, but then sitting with it, not taking any quick action, just kind of like sitting with it. How do you feel about it, right? Hearing them out, speaking your piece, okay, with the throat chakra, but also understanding, okay, I have to go and sit with this for a little bit and I'll be back, right? There's no, like, I don't feel like you're rushing into a decision, which is really good. Okay, Gemini, let's pull a soul truth card for you for some final advice. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. What can I do to make a difference? Yeah. What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? So I feel like this person has brought a lot of pain to you. Perhaps a lot of pain even to a family unit, okay? So if you got divorced or, this person has been part of some type of strife within a family unit or a friend group or something like that. I think part of this is recognizing that what has occurred in this situation has helped you to step into your purpose. Understanding that whatever painful, because you have the Three of Swords a couple of times here, whatever painful situation came out of this, it's helped you to step more into your spiritual self. For some of you, you may have been solitary, okay, kind of on your own for quite a while. And understanding that that was part of your journey so that you could connect to that spiritual side of yourself. And in that, it is the blessing. Part of that is the blessing. The Wheel of Fortune is the blessings being bestowed upon you, right? For the healing work that you have done and kind of recognizing that the tower that occurred in the situation put you onto that healing path and now is allowing you to step into being a healing energy for other people. And it's not about trying to change this situation. It's understanding. I think before, Gemini, you probably overgave in this relationship or situation. What you're understanding is now that you're going to stay your own independent self, even if you decide to reunite with this person or this group of people. You're going to allow yourself to stay in your independent nature, that you're not going back to what you had before. It's almost like you can't. Like you've walked through a portal and you understand if you're going to reconnect with this person or group of people in some way, it's going to be totally different. That you're not going to, it's almost like you're not allowing yourself, right, to go backwards. You're only moving your own wheel forward, whether or not this person or this group of people are going forward with you or not. Really kind of a very spiritual message here for some of you. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are already kind of reconnecting to this person in the dream world or thinking about them a lot or something like that. And that is, honestly, your subconscious, right? Your spiritual side of yourself trying to help you prepare for this person reaching out in some way. And allowing yourself to start kind of like thinking about how you feel, kind of processing. You might feel like you're even speeding up some of the processing of how you feel about this person and the situation, and perhaps starting to see it in a lot of different ways, okay? That's how you know when you're healing, when you can see the situation from different perspectives, not just your painful perspective, right? Or not just your perspective, but the perspective of other people. Kind of like starting to see that in that big picture type of way and understanding the part that you are playing in this. And I feel like for you, Gemini, you're kind of like a spiritual leader within this unit of people, this tribe of people, and understanding that it's not your job necessarily to kind of like tell what other people what to do. But I feel like this is a group of people that maybe understand you in a different light because they have seen how far you have gone, how much you have healed. That you literally are in a much better place, perhaps, than you were when you were with these people or this group. Really interesting dynamics. I'd love to hear in the comments how this might resonate with you. All right, well, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I really and truly love you so much. Thank you for supporting me with your likes, comments, and subscriptions. I really do appreciate every bit of you. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light. Bye for now.